Excuse me, Duke. Coming through. Want to be on YouTube? What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Tight Splice Charters. Captain Cody Davis with you guys again as always. And we got a little bit of a different type of video for you guys in this one. It's definitely going to be a more elongated video. It's going to definitely be a multi-day, possibly and most likely a multi-week long video. It's going to be a slow process, but a lot of you said you wanted me to document it and show it. So this is going to be the first video of probably many to come, at least the first day of filming of many to come. Starting a new project here in the yard. We're actually going to be digging, not sure exactly how big as of right now, but we're definitely going to be digging a pond right here in the front of the property. So that's kind of why me and Breezy are out here sweating on this very miserable August afternoon. Breezy's got some bright orange flags. And I think we're going to stand up here on the driveway and scratch our chins and act like we're making an educated decision and just try to figure out what shape and the layout we're going to do this thing. We got plenty of room to work with, but it's one of those things where you don't want it too big because you're going to want a gradual slope. My father-in-law dug his pond 4 houses down on his property, so we're going to kind of learn from his mistakes as far as not to make the banks too steep. That way it's not a pain in the ass to mow around. You don't want too steep of a bank. That way you can get cattails and stuff to grow around the whole thing, as opposed to just in some sections that just luckily were more of a gradual drop in his. So it looks like a lot of room, but we got to make the most of it, but make it, you know, work to the best of our ability as well. So this is going to be the first step. He was going to come down and give us his expertise, but he's installing a washing machine right now. So we're going to kind of walk around and talk. What?
We're winging it.
So we're winging it, and we're going to try and put some flags out. This is it, big moment. Breezy stuck the first flag. So basically what we got here, we got these power lines. This driveway that we consider ours is technically not on our property. It's kind of just a public road, more or less. No one uses it, but we don't want to build it all the way up to there. We kind of just want to keep it in this general vicinity. We're not going to go on the other side of that tree either. And basically what we're thinking is laying some kind of rock or, you know, some material that we're going to be getting out of the ground here, where we can, this will probably be where we're primarily standing, fishing, letting the kids swim, letting me swim, whatever, filming some videos and stuff right here, probably having a little sitting area. And then you know, we're gonna hopefully plant some cattails and things, and we're probably gonna try and do some cypress trees also later on down the road. But all right,
We're getting ducks.
Breezy wanted me to throw in here that our first purchase we're getting are ducks. A lot of you were big fans of the ducks in some of my earlier videos, and we had them in the kiddie pool running around the yard. But didn't coyotes get them?
They gradually, one by one, went into the canal and never came out.
That's right. Yeah, so we have a ditch canal right here, and our ducks like to go on little adventures because they didn't really have a big body of water to call home. We had them basically in kiddie pools out here in the backyard, and there was an alligator that was feasting on our ducks. So we just decided we're not going to get any more ducks until we get a pond. So that'll probably be the first purchase. It's before the pond's even finished. I'm sure Breezy will have ducks at our house, so we'll show you guys all that as well.
But we're so square back there and you're round up here.
Well, I mean, this isn't going to be dead on. It is hot as hell out here, for those of you that don't know. Roughly, this is probably what we're going to be working with. I don't even know if you guys could see those orange flags, but pretty much everything right in here is hopefully going to be water. We're trying to decide if we want to make a little leg or a little pocket up in there, you know, a spawn-in cove for them to pull up out of the main lake and creep up into this creek arm, but we're not sure yet. Let's discuss. See, if we put this arm on this end of the lake, we're on the southeast side. So this wave of fish is gonna pull up. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna pull up into this creek first. Now, over there on the north end, they might pull up later on, but here they're gonna pull up, you know what I mean? To do the deal if we make this some kind of spawning flat. My father-in-law needs to get down here because he's the brains of the... I just scratched the hell out of my head. Ow. Need to trim my nails. He's the brains of the operation. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just sticking flags, but I see him. I see him coming. He's gonna come, he's gonna show up. He's gonna park right there. He's gonna get out. He's gonna put his hands on his hips and tell us we did everything totally wrong. Yeah. So just what we'll do is just forget these flags right here.
One in the middle, yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna have 4 boat tournaments in here every Thursday night. Well, I was thinking it's...
But we can take this muck and throw it over here.
I don't think you guys have any idea how hot it is out there, but I think we've somewhat got a game plan. Shall see how it comes out. I don't know when he's definitely going to start on it, start digging. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. But I guess we're going to get changed and go to dinner. So I guess I'll check in with you guys whenever they show up to start digging up our yard.
That front corner where it had that little like bedding shelf where moose get there all the
Well,
time.
we made the waterfall, but it didn't work out. So it's shallow right there. We got the cattails growing there, and then see the bed right there. We'll set that bed right there.
And moose
Up
can-
close here, and then that's where we use it as a ramp to get in and out over there. It's shallow too for a ways out.
I mean, realistically, I mean, it just, yeah, I mean, the banks could be relatively shallow. It just could just be gradually get deeper in the middle. If you want to put a deep pot, I mean, whatever. It really don't matter to me. I would just, like Jeff was saying too, I want to eventually on this end plant like cypress trees or even put cattails and stuff in the wall, like how Jeff's is now with the cattails.
Yeah.
The only reason the cattails are only growing in them 3 places in his pond because that's the only 3 shallow spots.
Yeah, rest of it.
Yeah, so I'd like a little lip to put at least this end I'm not going to do that too. We were going to just put some of the material there so we could sit by the water or whatever, and my friends drink too much, they can go swimming in the pond or whatever.
Yeah.
You can too if you want.
Jump and get on out there.
Yeah. But
Don't worry
that
about
end is where I'd
nothing
plant,
in
around over in this area is where I'd plan on planting cattails and stuff. So if that could be, but you know,
Yeah,
have a little
yeah.
lip. But
Well, it'd be kind of cool. Maybe a lift all the way across there.
yeah,
you know?
around the whole, that end.
Yeah.
But I ain't going to be picky.
And I don't think we need a deep hole.
Are you gonna finish that off around that hydrant with muck or shell rock?
Don't be giving me no shit. You're the county road man. You ain't seen none of this. You ain't seen none of this. You don't see nothing.
That looks scary. Oh, he's going right for it. All right, guys, we are back again. I'm not sure how many days it's been since the first part of the video. It's been 4 or 5. First part was just me and Breezy kind of walking around with the flags staking out where we wanted the perimeter of the pond to be. It's been a few days. We got back from the Keys, and Breezy's Uncle Ed was on the backhoe starting the whole process. So obviously the pond's going to be over here, so a lot of you might be saying, what the heck's going on over there? So a lot of you that follow me for a long time know that we have a small mini farm here on the side of the house with a pasture. And months ago we installed kind of a drive-in fence, just to make it easier to pull off the main road with tractors and trailers full of corn husks or hay or feed or whatever it is, or if we just have to pull a tractor in there to do some work in the pasture. So while we're going to be doing this whole project, Crazy's dad thought it would be a good idea to demuck, which is what we're doing here. This is what we call muck. Pull all that away and use a lot of the fill that we're going to gain on this side from digging the pond to kind of fill that in and basically just make a road so that we could drive in there. What is funny is that that's going to work, but we have a lot more muck coming out of that side than we thought we were going to have. We thought that was going to be the amount of muck we were going to get from the pond, and now we're scared of how much muck we're going to have from the pond. Our whole entire yard's basically going to be black. So what they're doing is they're piling it all up there just to get it out of their way, and then basically they're taking the telehandler, bringing loads of the muck over here to the yard just to help bring our property up alongside the house here, because over time, through the agriculture and them harvesting and things, the muck will just settle over time, and that's why we have that dip in our yard and all that. So trying just to rise everything up. Unfortunately, we're going to lose a lot of our grass. We can't afford to sod it, so we're going to have to seed it, hopefully get our grass back. But it's going to be a sloppy mess here for a while. But for any of you interested, this is basically what makes this area of the lake, or this area of Florida, so popular for farming corn, cane. This is muck. It's just extremely rich soil. It holds water very well. I mean, this is super moist, wet, and you can see how rich and black it is. And everything grows on it and grows very, very quickly. So we're going to have more than we can deal with. So we're probably going to end up, Breezy's dad will probably end up selling truckloads of it, whatever we need to use. But for now, while we have it, we're going to just, I don't know, try to spread it around our property and do certain things with it. Same thing goes for the fill that we're going to get once we break through the caprock here for the pond. Try to maybe, I don't know what they're breaking over there. Obviously we'll make the road out of it, maybe do some work to the driveway, and probably going to make some kind of a little beach area here in the pond too. So I think Breezy's Uncle Ed broke something, so I think they're done for the day today. But well, they're probably going to keep just chipping away at it, but it's going to be a little while. But we'll see. I guess we'll check in a couple of days when there's some progress to be seen. All right, Lake, you did a good job driving the tractor. Thanks, guys. I was born to do this. Yay! All right. All right, you guys, we are back again for another update here. I think it's probably been 2 days since since the last snippet you just saw, since the last time I checked in with you guys. So figured I'd hop on here and give you guys another update. And this is probably going to be the last update for this particular video. You know, I don't want to just post a 2.5 hour long video at the end of this thing from start to finish. I don't know how long this whole process is going to take. I've never done this before. So I'm just going to kind of keep you guys up to speed along the way. It'll probably get broken down into 3 or 4 videos along the way. And then obviously there'll be more to come once we start stalking the pond and doing things like that. So yeah, we'll, you know, when I left you guys off, we were over here spreading muck, but I don't know if you guys can tell now, but they've been spreading and spreading here. And basically what I told you guys we were doing is, you know, trying to just bring up our property. You know, you guys can see on this side, it's a much better example how big of an incline there is to go up to the road. So we're trying to just feather this in so that it's just not as steep of a hill. Makes it easier to mow and just looks better at the end of the day. So you guys can really see just how rich and black that muck is there. And basically what they've been doing is just spreading it as much as they can. The drier it is, the better it's going to spread. So as they spread it, they'll try to level it off, let it dry for a day, spread it again, and it'll gradually just end up, you know, getting to be where we want it. So looks like a complete mess right now, but in due time it'll be a nice level green lawn. Again, might be a while though, but that's what makes the town of Belglade and all these surrounding towns here on the south end of the lake what they are. Is just that stuff right there. Everything grows in it, and you can't find a better soil to plant anything in. So using it while we got it. But I'll walk over here and show you guys this this soon to be road, but this giant pit I have in my yard as of right now. You know, most of you guys know I grew up on the beach. Basically, I grew up literally a half mile from the sand on the beach my entire life, and moving out here, it's crazy just how much quieter it is. A lot of you watching this maybe live, you know, over on the coast, or maybe a lot of you guys live in more rural areas. But you know, I'm 31 years old. I lived on the coast till I was 28, 29, and it's still crazy. I've been here 3 years, just how quiet it is. No traffic noise, and it's pretty cool. And then you get sunsets and views like that. Pretty cool. But basically, you can't even really tell from up here, but that is a giant ass hole, basically, when it comes down to it. We thought this thing was going to be closer to 2.5, 3 feet deep, but especially back there towards that pasture gate, it's pushing probably 5. It definitely 4, but it kind of looks sloppy on the bottom here. But literally 2 inches underneath that muck is just straight solid cap rock. And for those of you that don't know what cap rock is, basically it's this road right here. I mean, it's just solid rock. And maybe to kind of make it a little easier for you guys to understand, that is what you hit on Lake Okeechobee when you bend your prop ears in and rip your skeg off. It's cap rock. So we got that done. Now we just need to start digging over here in the pond and get the material to fill this in. So kind of walk over here. They've pretty much done all they can do here. They're just going to gradually spread this out over time, but they did start kind of shaving away the sod and the muck over here where the pond's going. So we'll go show you that over here. We got Bentley here. We got Moose running across the yard there. Bentley's favorite activity to do is leave our house when we let him out at 9:30 at night, and he runs straight down here 5 houses down to my in-laws' house and waits for them to let him inside, which is fine and dandy. It's just kind of scary when you get cars zipping down this road because there are no street lights out here. But the bigger problem is we have a growing population of coyotes out here, and he goes after them. Luckily, his big brother Moose backs him up and scares him off, but he's going to run after the wrong one time, and we're not going to see Bentley anymore, so he needs to worry about that. I thought maybe we'd see one while I'm walking out here. But basically, for those of you that don't know, they've harvested this cane a while ago, but you can see some cane grew up over here, and then, you know, eventually they'll burn and harvest this cane, and this one will be up going. So there's just packs of coyotes, bobcats, you name it, that just kind of hop from field to field. And you can see behind us here, we have one that borders our property, and there is a wad of them that are living in there. And when I go to work in the morning, or even, it's crazy, even 5:30 in the afternoon, you'll see them running down our driveway here. So Bentley definitely needs to be careful. But this is kind of what they've got going on here. So you guys can probably see the lights kind of dim, the orange flags throughout the yard. That's going to be hopefully the outline of this thing. It's going to be pretty decent size. So let me walk down here, go over and kind of showcase what they're trying to do. All right, so what they did over there is they were using the backhoe to dig out the muck, pile it up, and then they used the dozer to just push it and kind of flatten it out. But Ed said, why are we going to move it twice? So what he started doing was just, this muck is so soft, just putting that dozer in the ground and just kind of shaving it and just pushing it up. So we're already kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. We're working on that gradual slope we want to do, and you know, getting down and getting some material out of the way. That's less that he has to dig with the backhoe here. But nope, Moose, no, get out of there. That's gonna look nice tracking across our white tile. But yeah, this is coming good. And you know, here's a, you know, something that's very important what they're trying to do. Obviously for the slope of the yard, it's important. But when we dig this thing, we don't want to have a vertical drop when it comes to the bank, because I have to mow around this thing. That's one mistake my father-in-law made digging his. Again, we're working off of his mistakes, is when you're mowing the edge of his pond on that riding mower, it is pretty sketchy. You know, that you're going to flip this mower in or just roll it in the side. So we kind of want just a very gradual slope surrounding the thing, especially up here on this end. Like I said, we're probably going to put some kind of, we're going to use a lot of this crushed rock material up in here, make kind of like a sitting / beach area, hopefully. And that's probably where we'll be primarily standing and feeding the fish and fishing and all that. But with the low light, you could really get an idea of how big, where ideally this thing is going to be. You know, it's going to be fairly good size. I mean, it's only going to be about a cast or two, but again, I never thought I'd be in a place where, A, I never thought I'd have a pond, and B, I never thought I'd be in a place where we can just dig one. But again, that's the spawning pocket back up in there. You know, that's going to be the deal. They're going to pull up out of here and on that moon, and they're going to get up there, and you know, they're going to do the thing. Right, Bentley? Yeah. So that's about all I got. That's your update. Let me know what you guys think of these videos. If you guys want me to keep you updated on the pond, or if you could care less, let me know. I'm going to get my camera box out of my boat, because I did go fishing today. I did go out on Lake Okeechobee. I put in it 3 ramps, and I really have nothing to show you guys for it. It was very tough. I did a lot more running than I did fishing. Most of you know I was down for 3 weeks with my lower unit being gone, or I had lower unit issues and had to order parts. You guys know how that goes. So I was down for a little while, so really just went out and did some looking. It's funny, areas that I thought were going to be the deal looked awful, and areas where I thought, I don't even know why I'm going through here, looked great, and I should have flip-flopped them. I think if I would have went to the good areas first, I think I definitely could have made something happen, because all the signs were there and it looked fantastic. So I'm up and running again. Hopefully going to get back out on the water soon and start doing some fishing to get some fishing content out there for you guys. Might even go tomorrow. I got some people coming to do some stuff around the house that I don't really want to be here for. I'm not going to go early, but definitely might try to sneak out there. So after this video, the next video you guys can maybe look forward to is an Okeechobee video. But we'll kind of see what happens. Also, real quick, any of you that are still with me, Refuse to Sink tournament, September 9th. It's for suicide awareness. It's great people putting this thing on. It's for a great cause. And we had a good turnout last year. I think it's $80 entry, might be $60. Pays $3,000 for first. So definitely come out and just fish. If you're looking to get into tournament fishing, you guys know who you are that watch my channel. I get asked all the time, get messages. I want to get into tournament fishing, not sure how to do it. The only way to do it is just do it. There's no difference between you fishing a tournament and going fun fishing for the day, except you keep 5 of them and you got to be in at a certain time and you pay some money. That's it. This is definitely a good one to look into to fish, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. They have a crazy raffle at the end. So yeah, if you guys are looking, it's gonna be out of Clewiston, September 9th, and you just show up and pay. Me and Breezy will be there. We're defending champions. We caught almost 28 pounds last year. I'm on nothing close to that. And the lake's fishing completely different and in a completely different shape, but it's Okeechobee. Somebody's gonna catch them. So if I don't have a video out by then, I'll see you guys there. Moose, come say bye to the people. He thinks he's in trouble. All right, we'll see you guys later.